Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura, and welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 99.
Woo.
This is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans. And oh my gosh, 99? The next one's 100?
Yes. So we are really close to that 1,000 subscribers. I think it would be amazing to hit 1,100 episodes all at the same time.
That would be really cool.
And because I know how hard it is to talk Keisha into things, I'm going to go ahead and say that we will be at Galleria next weekend, and probably we might find something for our 100th episode.
Ooh, yeah,
And
whatever that means.
yeah, and our potential 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, exciting. I'm
So,
really easy to talk into everything, as people who've watched know.
yep. So, we want to welcome everyone to our video. Thank you for those who are just joining us for the first time. We're always kind of a hot mess and disjointed. We do kind of follow a method through the whole thing, but sometimes I forget what goes in what order, and we just do it.
And if you've been here for a while, you know, we don't have to tell you about that. You already know we're hot messes.
So what's new with you this week? What's newa you with? Yeah.
Oh, you were. Well, I guess like the big thing that happened with me is I got a new phone, and
Ooh.
I will like hold on. The phone that I had was almost 5 years old. Like I just kind of hold on to them forever. But my husband and I got our phones at the same time last time. The reason why I know it's 5 years is it's whenever we added him to my phone plan after we got married, and then but his phone was starting to go out. Mine was starting to not really work as well. So I got a new phone. It's just a new iPhone. So it's not really anything too different, but that's kind of a change in my life. And then today we're going to James's first Major League Baseball game. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
What's new with you this week?
That's funny that you talk about the phones, because my husband has been saying that he thinks maybe he needs a new phone. He had been using a teeny tiny little one, and I think it finally quit. And we found one of our older ones that's the bigger size. And actually, okay, so mine's an 11, so it's this size. I'm looking at his over there, and his even looks a little fatter, maybe slightly. So it must be whatever we had before that. So we understand those growing pains, but
And mine is so I got the new one. I'm never on the cutting edge, but like I got the 14.
ooh,
We had 8s. We still had iPhones with buttons on the bottom.
yes.
So
And don't you get a new phone? And I had to ask the lady that I work with, I'm like, how do you turn this off?
oh, see, well, it's not as new as this phone, but I have a newer model iPhone as my work phone. So I had to
Oh,
learn
okay.
a couple of things how to work it. So I was showing my husband, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's bigger and I can see more of the screen and it's strange, but it's okay. The first picture taken with my phone was James taking his own picture, and it's just a corner of his face. And that will live on forever as the first picture
That's too fun.
taken with this phone.
So also this week, really, I did a ton of sewing, and I caught up almost all of my Love You More orders. We had a sale, a big sale, and we continue to have on the site, no code needed. We have a section of clearance sleeves. So all of our standard size sleeves, I was trying to decide. I don't know that I have a standard beside me. Do you have two? Oh, wait, I do. Nope, that's a big one. Anyway, we have a standard size, which is a smaller one. It will hold like an iPad easily. I do have a standard
Oh, okay.
because this is a standard. It holds my Kindle Fire. Now, I don't have it in a case, but it holds it perfectly. It's I mean, it's in there. And then a full-size sleeve is about this size. So right now we have some sales sections. This size is $8 in several sleeves, and a full size is $12.
Ooh, that's a
So
good deal.
that's,
So,
yeah,
so a standard will fit your half size patterns or your mill hills.
yes.
A full size will fit a full size piece of paper.
Yeah, I could have shown you that I have like a full size pattern in here and it fits fine. I have room inside. So, but anyway, um, we have just had lots of sales because of that. And we also are doing our Halloween week. So every Friday we're releasing groups of Halloween things. This week it was oh, I can't think what Katie called it. She's always so good with coming up with names, but it was creatures anyway, Halloween creatures. So
Oh,
fun
fun.
cats and things.
Yes.
But I'm happy to have a large chunk of my orders finished and out, and we dropped them off at the post office, and we celebrated by going out to the cross stitch shop, and I bought more floss for a new project
Perfect.
because I need one more.
Well, always. What is cross stitch if not actually stitching and also collecting?
Yes. So let's jump in. Do you have any finishes this week?
I do not have any finishes,
I
but
have
I know
one.
you do.
I do. So something hit me when we were doing our oops, sorry, when we were doing our floss tube last week, and I thought, oh yeah, I picked this up, the Kathy Marion sampler from the sunflower seed. I picked this up at our LNS when they had their garage sale this last week, or they had their garage sale this summer, and it was already started. And, it just, they had all of the alphabet done. I needed to do the border. There it is.
Wow, so pretty.
Thank you. There are a couple little oopsies in it that they left, and I'm wondering if that's why they abandoned it. But I
Mhm.
really like it. The interesting thing for me is that the rum raisin that they had, I don't think you're really getting it. It had some really bright red spots. This side of the border, especially, had some really bright redder spots. And you can kind of see it in the J and the S down there. And rum raisin does not come like that anymore. It is a Weeks Dye Works floss, and it actually comes now really, really dark, almost black. So Keisha and I had much messaging back and forth
Yes.
to get me through how I was going to do the border. And if you want to see a better picture, I did put this on my Instagram, and
It's
I'm,
much brighter than
yes,
what it's showing up here.
yes. And I'm sure it's on a piece of picture this plus fabric. She did not keep the, I shouldn't say she, the previous stitcher did not keep the information on what kind of fabric was in there, but I can tell that it's picture this plus fabric. So anyway, that is number 18 for me for the year.
Wow.
And it's number 7 in my 59 before 60 challenge. Um, one of our friends is turning 60 a few months before I will next year. And she had started herself a challenge to finish 59 projects before she turned 60. And so a couple of months late, my birthday's in July. A couple of months late, I joined her, and I have 7 so far in my 59 before 60.
You
So
are just burning through them.
I had 5 finishes this month.
And you still have a week.
Uh, I don't know that I'm finishing anything
Right.
else.
That's 5 is good enough. 5 is good enough for a month, I guess.
So yeah, pretty crazy.
Right.
How about some stash?
I do have some stash and I'm very excited about it. So, if you haven't seen, the Frosted Pumpkin is going to be releasing a Halloween wreath as a stitch along. They did a Christmas wreath a little while ago, and I got the kit for it. So here are all of the
Ooh.
flosses.
How many
Very
grays? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grays
6 grays because the actual
plus
wreath
black.
part, yeah, because the actual wreath part, I guess, is supposed to be gray. So the rest of them are things that are on the wreath. Um, so and then it came with some needles, and then it's, as you can see, it's still all wrapped up. A piece of 28 count pewter from Picture This Plus is what's going to be stitched on.
Oh, cool.
So I am so excited. I think the first part comes out on the 3rd. So I'm really excited for that. And then I got this anti-frog potion,
I love that.
the needle minder that they released alongside it.
So cute.
Yes, I'm really excited to start this. Katie and I have been texting about it whenever we're like, because like a few months ago, the Frosted Pumpkin sent out a poll that said, "Would you be interested in doing this?" And of course, both of us are like, "Yes." So we both got the Christmas wreath, and we're both still working on that. And then we would see pictures, and we'd be like, is this the Halloween wreath? Is this the Halloween wreath? Because they kept kind of teasing it out. And then whenever it came out, we were both like, it's coming. We were texting each other whenever it went live on the site so that we could just scoop up the kits as soon as they dropped. And oh man, it was just kind of fun. So I'm really excited about this one.
And I know they had a male snafu with their model, right?
Yes, yes. They showed on their Instagram there was like, you could tell that the package was damaged, and then there was just the little picture where you could see a corner of the wreath. And Katie took a screenshot of it and sent it to me, and she's like, "Is this the wreath?"
And I think that's why they kind of delayed some of their announcement things, is they were waiting for it to come back. But even though the packaging was damaged, the model was perfect because the model stitcher packages so well that it got back safely.
So I'm excited. So it will start on October 3rd. Like I said, I think it's October 3rd. And then it will release monthly for a year. So if you keep up with the Sal.
So now you need to do dinosaurs and your wreath and
But dinosaurs will be done in December, hopefully. Um, but yeah, so that it should be done for next Halloween. So that's exciting.
awesome. Is that your
That's
stash for this week?
that's my stash.
Okay. Well, I got this month's fabric from Fiberlicious, and it is called Sunset Lantana, and I get 32 count plain linen. I love their fabrics, and this color, you guys. Oh my gosh. Look at
Whoa,
this.
that is so pretty.
Isn't it great? That's kind of the true color
Wow.
when I double it for you guys.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful.
Wow.
I'm so excited about it.
Yes.
Our friend Eunice is stitching the 2017 Linen and Threads stitch along. It was a mystery stitch along on a piece of fabric similar to this with a dark navy DMC. And
Ooh.
I have been jealous of that piece of fabric for a long time. And I'm just, you know, I keep
Nice.
trying to buy pieces like it. So it's funny that that's what showed up.
Yeah, that's great.
Um, and also this week, I got some project bags and things. So from That's So Kelly Co., I got this. I love
Ooh.
this. And
Yeah.
if you don't know, this has a magnet inside it. Plus, this is a needle minder that will come off. And this is a bigger one. So it has all of the spots at the bottom for your floss. And this in the center is felt so that you can just roll up your loose floss on it. And she sends you an entire sheet of labels that you can put right along here. These are circles that you can put right along here to write your color name on. So I love that. That was so cute. And I had to get that because, one thing can't travel alone. She had this, which I just think is gorgeous, but I love the stitch label that's gone, the little patch that's
Oh,
gone on. These are Blackbird Designs fabrics, and I just love them. And this came as a set. So with it, I got this, and it is just lovely. This is
yes.
another little magnet. You can't even hardly tell that there's one in there, but it is a strong little magnet. And a pouch over here for whatever you want to put in there, threads, scissors, whatever. So this was
Wow.
just a really pretty one.
Yes.
And I love it. And we've gotten to meet Kelly this year. So it's so exciting. So
Wow.
there's her logo if you need that. That's so Kelly Co.
I haven't purchased a bag from her. I only have are the Bitsy Keeps, but they're always high quality. I love them.
Mhm.
So I'll have to
She's
get.
doing just a few bags, and most of them are as sets. So
Mhm,
you get it and the Bitsy keep with it.
mhm.
So then from Lake House Stitch Co., they sucker me in. They are so good. Look at this.
Ooh,
I'm not sure why I need this, but I do. And look at the fabric to go with it, which we've used this fabric in other colors with Love You More, and I just love it. But that dragon,
look at that dragon.
so cool, right?
So
This is
fun.
her card in here, so she's really generous too. When she sends you an order, she sends you a thank you code that you can use the next time.
Oh, that's nice.
We all need to be enabled a little more, right?
Of course.
Then I also got this one.
Ooh.
Doesn't that look like me?
Mhm.
And it's, I think, yes, it's foiled fabric, so it's really pretty. Um, her bags always have this cute little lake house charm, and this is her label.
I laughed because a bag that's so you it has the smallest house possible. Because you love houses but not stitching them.
Yes. And then I have one other one that I'll show you in whips, but
All right.
that's my stuff.
Ooh, lots of good stuff.
Okay, I have to say that Katie Landis has been an influence on me this week because I need another drink. Are you ready for some whips?
I am ready for some whips. So I worked on, I didn't work on a whole lot this week. I kind of jumped around. And now I'm realizing that I don't have, uh, I will pull the picture of it. So I worked on the river from Modern Folk Embroidery.
Oh,
And I'm going to go, sorry everyone, I thought I had it with me, but it turns out it's probably on my couch.
and I
Well,
don't think I have mine right here. You know what? While you look for it, I am going to say I forgot to talk about one thing during stash. Carolyn Manning Designs is doing a huge smushy thank you because she hit 5,000 followers and members of Carolyn Manning Designs on Facebook and Instagram. Purchases up to $50, you get 25% off, but purchases totaling $50 or more, you get 50% off.
what?
And they come as PDFs. So if you need that, this is where it is. Carolyn Manning Designs. I'll try and put it down in the description box. She had recently released a beautiful set of patterns. She does these really
Yes.
cool
Oh,
patterns. And I have been in and made some purchases and just love them. I had to get this one because this was my father-in-law's name.
mm,
So I thought I would do that. But I am a sucker for this series. And look,
yes.
Carnival, next year's
Ah,
Black Needle theme.
yes. See, I
So
And I've had my eye on a lot of those sorts of patterns, and I didn't know about this sale. So guess what I'm doing after we get off?
And I believe that
Oh,
it's good. Let me look again real quick. It is good through the end of September. So you're
okay.
just this coming week to make your purchases. But I wanted to shout her out. Her patterns have loaded beautifully for me into Pattern Keeper. I do have to input my colors, but if
Mhm.
that's the worst thing I have to do, they're almost always DMC, although she has a few that are using sulky threads too.
Okay.
Okay, so there.
That's
Did I help? Did
great.
I vamp long enough?
You did help. Thanks. So I stitched on the river from Modern Folk Embroidery, part of my sampler September. And this is on a piece of 36 count Lovebug from Fortnight Fabrics. See, I remembered the name of Fortnight Fabrics this week. I didn't remember. And here's where I got.
Oh,
So I finished,
yay.
well, I didn't quite finish the vase because there are handles on the sides, but that is that's it. And I'm using this floss that we got in the same
In the
black needle
November
box.
box, yes.
Yes. The River of Life. So you can see it's got a lot of good variegation. And I just stitched it up and down, up and down.
And
Side
you're
of
stitching with one strand on 36, right?
yes,
Mhm.
yes. So that's what it looks like so far. And I'm really excited about it. I really like it a lot. I'm excited to pick it back up.
And of course, I have another project with a great big urn on it, or planter, or whatever you want to call them.
Right. You love those. You love houses.
Oh, you know what other project I would really like to start?
Mm.
Feast of Friendship from Blackbird Designs, which is the tall house with the
Uh-huh.
huge urn next to it.
You've got to type. You've got to type.
It just, there are times when it's just like, yeah,
You know what you like. You know what you like.
yeah, for
um,
sure.
yeah. And another thing I worked on is I worked on Death by Cross Stitch from Long Dog Samplers, and it was a big week in my life. So I'm stitching this on a piece of 36 count agave linen. I made it. I don't. Can you see the whole thing?
Yes.
I made it all the way to the other side.
Awesome.
So basically, I worked on like this part this week,
That
and so
looks really good. You have put in so
yeah,
many stitches.
thank you. So now I am officially caught up for doing 1,000 stitches a month. So I've done 9,000, a little over 9,000 stitches on this year. There were a few months where I didn't get as many stitches, but I have went back and I have made them up. So
And the big news this year is that you're over 10%.
yes, I'm over 10%. I hit that milestone last week. So very exciting. And then the last thing I worked on is ABCDinosaurs from the Clouds Factory. This is their salve this year. I am woefully behind, but the big news is I finished June.
Woohoo!
So this is on a piece of 36 count Arctic Fox from Fiber on a Whim. And
Ah,
here is the whole thing.
that is just the brightest, happiest piece.
No, I really like it a lot. And so this week I stitched on A and B. And then yesterday I put in these vines at the top here. And then I put in these vines. That's what's going to connect me to July.
Awesome.
So the July part is M, L, and P.
Oh, 3 letters. They love you
Uh,
guys.
but I've got it's a microsaurus. So he's teeny tiny. Um, so I'm hoping to at least finish him by the end of this month, but we'll see how it goes.
You have all your mini finishes in there, right?
Yes. So that's 6 parts of it done. So I'm halfway done with the whole piece. And it looks like so they give us a little map of what it looks like. So in October we'll get this part. than this part. And this is where the tea is gonna go. So I'm waiting for like a huge T-Rex. And then that's December down there. So we're close to the end. I'm just trying to get caught up. I'm hoping that if I can do July and August in October, and then September and October in November, then I can do November and December and I'll have it done. But we'll just see because I'm
And
not
you'll have a
sure.
little travel time during that. Do you usually drive or ride?
I usually ride, but I ride and entertain the toddler.
Oh,
So,
yes.
so we'll see how it goes. But those are all my whips for this week.
Awesome. Okay. I got my stack already ahead of time. And I decided that I would change my bag for the first one because it is Hearts and Flowers, the Violet sampler from the Drawn Thread. And I saw this years ago when somebody started working on it and they had decided that they didn't love it another person in the group decided they didn't love it anymore and sent me all of the supplies for it, everything for it.
Mhm.
And I just love that. And I had really been on the struggle bus with it. Well, I think that it was because I wasn't using a hoop
Mhm.
because I had most of the bottom. I needed to do the petals on one side, but then I came up this entire side all the way up to where the other flower will be. So that'll be the top. And I started on this side.
Wow.
So this is
Cool.
Wichelt fabric. Here's what you should know. You can see me through the Wichelt fabric.
Mhm.
It gives a really delicate look to your stitching. You do need to know that ahead of time. So you can't carry threads. You have to be really careful with it. But I really love the look. The crazy thing about this piece is that the drawn thread always surprises you with things. There's chain stitch inside that border
Wow.
and little specialty stitches in the center of those, but there are all sorts of fun things to do. But this is the other bag I got. Look at this
Mhm.
back
That's
inside
perfect. Yes.
and just a pretty purpley inside. But I had it in a really cute sleeve that I like, but it wasn't purple.
Right.
So now it is.
That's perfect.
And I'll give you a little reminder tip that if you are using vinyl front bags, you need to make sure that you do not put any paper items up against the vinyl because so I have the bag that the pattern was in up here because they will eventually adhere to it and you will lose whatever part is touching the vinyl. So there's my word to the wise.
Thanks for the tip.
And then I picked up Cinnamon Stars from Plum
Yes.
Street Samplers. I love this thing.
Mhm.
And I know a ton of people have stitched this. I'm stitching this one on a 30 count. I don't know if I have it. Oh, here. Nope. It's a 30 count fabric. That's what I know.
Mhm.
And it's an R fabric, I think. That's what I have done.
Oh, man.
I finished, um, I think I finished this side
Uh-huh.
and I put in this much of the roof and the two chimneys.
Wow.
So that was a lot to get done. I did that all in one night.
Wow.
I was stitching big time. It was during Friday night chat. We get a lot done.
Right.
So, my friend Judy was on. This is a Judy bag from Judy's Project Bags and More. You can join her group on Facebook. If you need help getting in there, let me know. I can help you get in. But Judy does really fun bags, and I have older style bags. She has started adding right under the flap, right here. She's putting a pocket for you to put the name of your project in.
Oh, that's nice.
And I was thinking that if I get newer ones, when I get newer ones, let's just be honest, I will use my small printer and I'll just take a picture of the cover art and then I'll have a picture of the project that's in there.
That's a good idea.
So then last up, I don't have as many this week. Last up, I have from the Cricut collection, Autumn Alphabet.
Mm.
I am doing the big sampler. I have been dying to do this. And when I started, I had the part of the border. Well, I had part of the border and I had a little bit of this fence.
Mhm.
And this is on 30 count R Dark Espresso. And this is what it looks like after stitching last night. Look at this behind.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, I was so excited to see where you got to on this because you didn't tell me.
I haven't done the back stitching, but that whole bottom section is done.
Wow.
The back stitching shouldn't take real long. I
That's
just
just so
love it.
fun. Yes, I love that piece.
So these flowers, this
Mhm.
is a silken colors and it's called Halloween confetti. It's just so fun. And then the
Mhm.
border is another silken colors and it's lavender honey.
So pretty.
Such a fun one. I love it. And I ended up moving it into this great bag that I got from my exchange that I did through a Facebook group. So it is in this bag. This
Yes.
is what the other stitcher, Cynthia, stitched this for me and then turned it into a project bag.
That is beautiful.
And yeah, I love it. And I just thought that's a really sweet one. So you can see I have this in my hoop. Her bag is big enough that I can just slide this down in, except I'm getting caught on the
Right.
floss. But I can slide the whole thing down in here. She just did this. She just made this a custom size,
Mhm.
what she wanted. But the whole
Right.
thing's in there. So that is it.
Good ones.
We didn't stitch on a lot of projects, but we made a lot of
Ooh,
progress this week.
yes, yes. It was focus stitching week.
It was. Um, do you know what you are doing for plans for this week?
Well, I think most of my plans is to work on ABC dinosaurs. I'd really like to get one or two more dinosaurs done this week. I don't know that that'll happen. And looking at the river in here, I'm kind of like, I would just like to work on that some more. so, so we'll see what happens.
I had one project that I couldn't find at the time that I pulled everything. I finally found it yesterday.
Oh,
It
nice.
had evidently been transferred between different bags. So either I'll try and sneak it in this week or I'll just move it to October. But I have, including that one, I have 3 projects to be worked on, left to be worked on, 3 whips left to be worked on this month. Plus, I need to work on Life After Death to get my 1,000 stitches in for the month. And my whip go, I had finished one of them. Oh, because one of them was to work on the project closest to a finish. I think that's why I had 5 finishes this month because like I just kept putting in stitches and finishing things. But the other one is to work on the project furthest from the finish. And you'll get to see that next week oh no, probably in 2 weeks, depending on whether Keisha and I film next week. And then I have all of my 13 stitches of Halloween. If you're not familiar, go watch our friend Athena Stitching Goddess Designs. And that is her name on Flosstube. And she has hosted this event every year. It's a hashtag 13 stitches of Halloween. It's in our description box. And you choose either 13 projects, you stitch 13 minutes a day, you stitch 13 hours on a project, you stitch 1,300 stitches, however you want to incorporate it.
Yeah.
So I'm doing mostly whips, but I don't know, the euphoria of getting all caught up with Love You More and everything else. I saw I saw Sheila from the Sunshine Stitchers pulled out her Another Year Creeps By.
Mhm.
And so I thought I already have this. I pulled it out and we went and bought the floss for it. And I just need to pull a piece of fabric. I'm kind of feeling like I'm wondering if I could use a really, really pale purple behind there.
Ooh, I bet that would be really nice.
And, probably a grayish purple. So we'll see which way it ends up going. But this I am putting, that's all I need is fabric. This I'm going to have in this bag.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
This is from, it says PT Bags. It's Penny and Tunny on
Mm,
Etsy. So yeah, and I just thought it was really cute. She does
yes,
a great job with her bags too.
love it.
I've been a little bag happy lately. And our other
The
big
collecting
plan,
hobby.
yes, our other big plan is,
We're going to Galleria on Saturday, so I'm really excited about it. We're just going for the day, but if you're going to Galleria, please come and say hello to us.
mhm,
So,
we'll have to figure out, I don't know, maybe we'll see what kind of shirts we decide to wear. Maybe we'll be shenanigators. Who knows?
possibly we might have some floss cards if you come talk to us.
Oh,
Come find
yes.
us.
Yes. And I have ordered in a couple of punches, so I
Nice.
might even have those with me.
Mhm.
We're planning, we will be meeting up with some of our friends, and I don't think the one watches. So we are planning kind of a fun thing. We'll be stitching in the lobby. So
Mhm.
if you see us, feel free to come over and chat with us. We love to meet new people and chat. Well, I
Yes.
love to, and Keisha's okay with it.
I'm an introverted friend, but I still really want to meet you. Just come over. The introverted means I probably won't approach you, but I do not mind being approached.
I'm the extroverted person, so if you
Yeah,
come meet
she'll go
me,
get you.
I will chat. So make sure you have time. But I'll probably bring my little punches with me, provided they come in this week, which I think they will. And if you want to punch them there, you can do that.
Yeah.
So I can't think of anything else. Can you?
No, I think we've rambled quite enough for today.
Ooh, we had so many shenanigans.
So many shenanigans, always.
So there's nothing more to say then. Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.